Okay, I'm going to show you 1/4 of my garden. This is one of the carbon crop sections of the garden this summer. I'm following a really tight plan that I've done based on the Koinga Garden Planner, and I'm trying to grow, we are growing pretty much all of our food, or all of our veggies and grains in here, and we're trying to up the grain levels a little bit so that we've got more option and more choice around some of the things we eat. So this year we're trying to fit buckwheat into the system, and I'll show you where that's going to go in a minute. So we've got the very outside bed is the perennial bed, so that's not part of the rotation, but we've got Welsh bunching onions, rhubarb, stunning daylilies which are edible, followed by sea kale, more daylilies, strawberries behind under the netting, and globe artichokes, and perennial beans there. But the sections that are in the rotation are there are five beds. 2 of them are permanently actually in alfalfa. So we're using alfalfa for mining nutrients and recycling it through compost and through mulch. So we've only got 3 beds that are actually being rotated in this section, and this bed here is currently in chia. So that's a long season crop, and we won't harvest the chia seeds until the autumn. It'll be one of the last crops we harvest. That produces quite a good amount of carbon. Behind that is the flaxseed, which is needing to be covered from the birds immediately. And then this bed here is the broad beans, which we are harvesting right now. Whichever bed comes out first, the broad beans or the flaxseed, will go immediately into buckwheat, and that's a fairly short season crop. And so the bed that goes into buckwheat will then become, because this section of the garden in the autumn becomes the heavy feeders for the winter. So the one that goes into buckwheat will be the heavy feeders that actually become early spring cabbages and collies and things, and the other bed will go into the winter cabbages and broccoli and stuff, because they need to go in earlier. Yep, so that's one of the current carbon crop sections of my garden and what it looks like in the first week of December.